Hey, this your girl Ashley. I'm back with another video, and I want to talk about one of the popular Netflix TV shows about true crime, I Am a Killer. So, if you haven't seen it by now, I Am a Killer is a documentary about people that have committed crimes. So they're interviewing them, letting them explain their stories about what happened. We'll get to the rest later. So I saw a comment one time saying that it's truly disgusting and disturbing that they have I Am a Killer when there's actual victims and families. And to that I would say, when you listen to their stories and you actually depict what they're saying, it truly shows why they're in there in the first place. And the number one thing for me is they never really take accountability. They never really, and they're never really apologetic either. You know, it's like, well, yeah, I did it, but I just feel like I shouldn't be here. And it's like, I don't understand why you don't understand why you're not, like, what's not clicking to you on why you're here and for how long. And it was just until the last season where it sounded like they were getting to the point where they were taking accountability for their actions. And it just still didn't feel good enough to me. And they would tell the story, you know, on their version. But then the investigators and the police, they would be like, that's not really what happened. And they have evidence to back up the claims against the person speaking. And so it's like, okay, well, you said it was this way, but I don't see how it's matching. That it doesn't make any sense for the person speaking. And I do think that it is respectful of them to never be apologetic for what they did. Like, the only person I ever kind of felt bad for was the episode of Overkill. I think about it all the time. It was a really sad story, and he snapped on the wrong people instead of the right person, and it truly was devastating. And he was sad about it, and he did say that they didn't deserve what happened to them. And I'm like, okay, that's accountability, because other people are just like, well, it happened. And it's like, no, take accountability for what you did. And then they're sitting up there arguing with the people. And that's the messy part on Netflix's end, where it's so messy, and they let the other people, like the friends or the family of the victim, hear what the killer has to say and then have them rebuttal. And I'm like, see, that's really messy. Even though I'm here for it, because that one time it was so messy and it was so crazy. But to be serious though, when they play back what the victim and the people have to say, they really don't take it, like, they still don't take accountability. Like, they still don't see how they hurt someone, and that's why they're like, you don't see how your actions affect anybody. You've been here for 20, 30 years, and still at your grown age, you still don't understand your actions and how that affected other people. And you see why you there. You talked your way right up in there. Honestly, that was probably a little lenient. Like, I'm just saying. And then they had a spinoff where I'm a Stalker, and I do not think the story with the black young lady is remotely anywhere near funny. People be laughing, and they're like, oh, if I was like this. No, baby, that's not funny in the slightest. Did you hear the whole thing? Did you hear the whole thing? All for what? All for what? One other lady was like, yeah, I didn't know that it was a crime to put like dog poo on somebody's stuff. Why are you doing that in the first place? For no good reason. And then you wonder why you and your mama was locked up. Y'all take no accountability for anything. The black young lady was trying to take accountability, but she was like, honestly, I'm gonna do it again. I'm like, no, see, that's the wrong direction. Okay, that's the wrong direction. We need to go in the right direction. Like, hey, well, maybe I will stop stalking people. Because you don't know what stalking can lead to. Like, they can stalk somebody and then just, you think it's harmless and then they end up killing you. And it's like, well, that just went to like 0 to 100. And it can happen that fast. And I'm a Killer. It's honestly interesting to me, and I watch it because I just want to see how they manipulate or spin the story to try to be like, oh, well, poor you. Like, why are you even in here? It's like, oh, okay. Now I see why you in here. Because what you mean you accidentally, the gun accidentally went off. And it takes a long time and a lot of pressure to pull down on the trigger. Let's run that back because it ain't making any sense. And that's why I like the part where the police and the investigators, they break it down so that you can understand how we got to the conclusion. And I am a Killer. I will still watch the rest of it because I'm really trying to figure out when they're gonna start taking responsibility. When they're gonna start taking responsibilities for what they've done, their actions. But it's crazy. If they make another spinoff, I'll watch it too because it's interesting to see how people take zero accountability and they still don't understand why they are in the place that they're in. I just don't get it. You had 20, 30 years to reflect, and some of them on death row, and it's just insane to see how they're still like, well, I mean, it shouldn't have been like that. It really wasn't like that. It's like, why downplay or minimize what you've done? You've committed a very serious, like, you killed someone. That's not something that you just need to minimize or just play down. You literally killed someone. And then you feel like the sentencing wasn't correct. This and this wasn't correct. It just is what it is. You will be okay. The victims, on the other hand, will never get to see their people, talk to their people. They're not even here. And I think that's where the disrespect part also play in. The victims can't speak for themselves, and a lot of times the killers kind of don't speak highly of them. It's like, instead of being like, yeah, I really do hate that I did this to this person and I need to apologize, all that going out the window. They only care about them, and you see why them is in prison. You see why they in prison? And I'm like, yeah, it's very evident why you're in the spot that you're in right now. Because I'm not believing not 1 second of anything that you're saying. I'm just not. And they'll be okay. They'll learn. One day or another, they're going to learn. Take responsibility. Say you're sorry. Do the correct steps, and then just get out. Live a better life. And that's it. It could be simple for them, but they don't. They don't want it simple. So, yep, that's the show pretty much. I Am a Killer. And then the spinoff, I'm a Stalker.